Morning guys, how's it going? So video update today, we'll just have a look at Bitcoin and just a few things that's going on across the market. Just zooming into current times, so close to all-time highs now. If you just have a bit of a zoom in, I mean this candle now that's forming is looking bullish. If we take these candles out here, it's going to be all-time highs. It's literally, what is it, about 1% away from all-time highs now, if that. Yeah, 1% pretty much on the nose, so it's absolutely nothing. You would expect us to blast through there because remember that ETF is trading now. It was the first day yesterday and we started off well, and where was it, 19th? So from there, we pretty much had a good rise all the way up to yesterday. 64,500 on the nose. Slight rejection, and we are pushing up now. I mean, it looks pretty much certain we are going to tap at all-time high. Maybe over the next few hours, maybe over the longest for the next couple of days. It'll be good if it rejects and comes back down to 54k, or come down and test this wick at 58k. It'd be quite annoying, but it's looking quite good so far. But we need to have a look at some targets. So once we break through all-time high, we are literally into price discovery. With this Fibonacci here, I've put this on for a full retracement. So I've put the fib at the top of the all-time high, down to the bottom where we hit that 28,700 region, and look at that, we've nearly done a complete recovery of that entire Fibonacci now. So we are looking into extensions on the fib. The first couple I have is 1.168 and 2.272. For me, this is the first target we should be aiming for. If you're looking to either skim a bit of profit off or just even sell your bags or whatever you want to do, I think 87k is that first target we need to look for, because these fib extensions are absolutely beauties and usually hit to a T, and then they do reject. As you can see with this 382 level here, we drop down, pop back up, rejects it off around here on that downtrend, and then we tapped at 382, push back to the upside. So for me, these extensions and these levels overall are great areas to target. So the first area we are targeting is 87,435, which is 34% away. Quite a significant amount considering that Bitcoin itself is valued at $1 trillion, so it's going to take one hell of a lot of money to push it up, but it's going to go there at some stage, maybe over the next few weeks, definitely by the end of the year. That's my target for end of year, 123. And then who knows, I've seen quite a few predictions up at 220k. 220k seems to be a big number of people targeting. For me, it just seems a little bit out of reach, but I wouldn't turn it down. I definitely won't turn a 220k Bitcoin down. So in terms of analysis, things are looking good. That ETF is playing full swing. I was guessing that we could potentially have had a sell-off yesterday. Usually happens with sell the news events. It's happened with MetaHero. Matt's just been bleeding a slow death for the course of the last 3 days, but shit happens if you fundamentally believe in a project. Hold on, because it's just the sellers are impatient people who don't really believe in it and are just looking for a pump, and that goes for the same with any project. So that's Bitcoin pretty much covered. 87k incoming in my opinion. Take a look at Ethereum, USDT still on the up. I mean, we are moving up in waves, aren't we? We had that huge cup in handle breakout to the upside, and first major target is closing above here, that top of that cup. I mean, we got close to it at about 3,964. If we do break above that, we're going to go and test at all-time highs fairly quick in my opinion, at around 4,380, and then we can look at 4,700, then we've got 5k, aren't we? Lots of levels to target. Going back to the Bitcoin price prediction, I've done the same on Ethereum here, so fib from the top to the bottom. Full retracement will be done soon, and then we can look at 6k, 7.8k, and 8.7k. That's my price prediction line there. I've put it at 10k, but I think it'll just drop short about 9,900 and something like that. So all in all, things aren't looking too bad across crypto. We've had some great gains on Bitcoin, and I still think it's flying under the radar usually. You can tell the entire market sentiment by YouTube views, and probably I'd say November last year up until around May, YouTube was absolutely flying the views left, right and centre. And then ever since then, since that crash, views have just been just steady away, nothing major, and they've not picked up yet. So I'm expecting once Bitcoin goes into price discovery and starts pushing that 78k mark, you're going to get media talking about it. You're going to get that retail investors starting to come back into the space. Whether it's people from the past who have invested before and thought it was a scam and left on the last bull run, or new people. I think that the new wave of retail is just at that that area where it's not quite here, but over the course of the next probably 4 to 6 weeks, I think we're going to start to see increase in volume, increase in activity across crypto, Twitter, increase in activity on YouTube, and I think that's going to be the catalyst for the next all-time high for Bitcoin, which I'm saying at 123k. So all in all, that's pretty much analysis for today on Bitcoin and Ethereum. If we just take a look at any news, in fact, I'll look at Crypto Feed and Grave Index. There we go. See what that's telling us today. 82. So that's usually a sign to sell. Whenever it's an extreme greed, it's a time to sell, but it's also a time to hold your bags, because it could be price discovery mode. You would expect it to be an extreme greed when it's pretty much tapping on all-time highs. So yeah, that's quite high considering last month we were down. I'm sure last month we were even down here somewhere at that minus fucking 15 or something like that. But all in all, things are looking good. Extreme fear, extreme greed. Markets are doing well. Apart from altcoins are looking horrific out, man. That's due to this. This is due to Bitcoin gaining dominance, and it's still climbing. And I'm expecting a rise to 52. 52% is a key area of support back here. That was back in 2018. That's an area I'm expecting us to tap at least. I mean, we've got this 49k region, which is a local high, and it's also a key level that goes all the way through back term. But I'm expecting a 52% rise. Bitcoin should be well on its way to 100k then. Once that's topped out, alts will then start to rally, and this is when you're going to get dominance drop like a lead balloon, in my opinion. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Just some analysis on Bitcoin and on Ethereum and the general market sentiment. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Every week, or should I say every day, we either do a video like this or a newsletter, and then continued support and questions and anything you need to know. Just jump in that Discord if you're not. I think there's 2 or 3 people who are not in my Discord already, so if you're watching this, drop me a DM either on Discord or on Patreon website or the app. I do suggest you get the app, it's quite a decent app too. And drop me a DM on there and I'll add you to the group. So nice one, I'll catch you later on.